Hello, my name is Dan Dodds. I'm the principal attorney at the Dodds Law Firm in Surprise, Arizona. Today I want to identify for you what I believe are 3 unfair tactics you want to avoid at all costs and absolutely never use them, because it will be hurtful to your interest and you're likely going to lose your case and your credibility before the court, which is even more lethal potentially than you would enjoy. Let's talk about the first one, acts of deliberate deception. Well, what constitutes an act of deliberate deception? Well, knowingly and purposely misrepresenting important facts or events to a courtroom. And that will never work because there's things called witnesses. We're in the age of social media where everybody can go to Twitter and Facebook and TikTok. People can video cam you on their cell phone and it will come back to haunt you. And there's nothing more damaging to your credibility than for you to stand there and assert a fact or an event when it didn't happen anywhere near what you're telling the court, and you're going to see that on cross-examination, and it is destructive to your interests. So never purposely or deliberately enter into an act of deception. Number 2, engaging in acts of psychological warfare. Well, what might that look like? Well, you're engaging the client, the other client, in a way to increase their stress level. You're saying things, you're asserting positions that are ridiculous for no other purpose, knowing you'll never get it. You want to raise up the stress level so the other party, it's easier to manipulate. Don't do it. It will come back to you. Engaging in personal attacks. Do not send text messages. Do not call them what you might use as profanity, because you know what? It might be being recorded and it's going to show up in your courtroom. Don't personally attack your opponent. Purposeful manipulation. Threats of retaliation. If you don't give me what we want, I will see you on the street and you will be worthless. Don't do it. If you don't give me what I want, I will take the children and you'll never see them again. Don't do it. You're purposely manipulating the client to accept something that may not be in their best interest. That will come back and haunt you. The third, use of personal pressure tactics. Well, what might that look like? Well, your refusal to negotiate with them on a point in good faith. You're engaging them in bad faith. So bad faith will always get you in trouble in a courtroom. So make sure that you're negotiating and talking about settlement based on good faith. A second one, making extreme, outrageous demands will get you in trouble. What might that look like? Well, I'm so mad at my wife, I want her out on the street with her clothes, and I keep the kids, and I keep the house, and I keep all the cars. Well, that's crazy. You can't do things like that. The law won't allow it. Threatening to make sure that the children never see the grandparents again of your spouse. Again, that's outrageous. Don't make those kind of demands. They will come back and haunt you. Another one, escalating level of demands. You make a demand, you don't get it, so you come back and make one even more outrageous on the same topic. That is not good faith, and it will come back and haunt you. And lastly, the use of lock-in tactics. What do I mean by lock-in tactics? Take it or leave it demands. You say, you can either take this or I'll see you in court. If that occurs and you haven't engaged the other party in good faith on repeated attempts to try and resolve the problem, to come up with an agreement that is fair and equitable, the court will not view you as being credible, and they will probably deem that you acted in bad faith. Well, in a family law matter, how can they hurt you that way? Well, unfavorable rulings. Worse, they can sanction you by punishing you in some form, primarily your pocketbook. They will make you pay part of the attorney's fees for the other party. So, go at it in good faith. Do not engage in acts of deception. Do not play psychological games. Operate in the field of good faith that you're trying to resolve disputes and problems so that it's in the best interest of both parties and the children. And you'll be in a much better, solid, winning position in that courtroom. If you have any other questions you'd like to talk to me about or run what's going on in your life that's of concern to you, feel free to give my office a call, and they'll be more than glad to set up a time where you and I can get together and spend some time talking about your family law issues and concerns. Have a good day.